Hi friends, thanks for stopping on Trading AI channel. Today we are going to talk about Bitcoin price. I will show you one very interesting indicator which shows that the accumulation of Bitcoin by the big players at the bottom is over. If you like my daily thoughts on the Bitcoin price, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also add yourself to our trading closed and totally free chat. So, let's get started. This is the weekly Bitcoin chart. It's Saturday, the day after tomorrow we will open a new weekly candlestick. And you see, the previous candlestick we had was the same weekly candlestick, which is a reversal candlestick or an uncertainty candlestick. But we didn't see any reversal at all. Of course, we have 2 days ahead, but at the moment we have this correction. It was very small, and then it goes up. The same thing, guys, if we switch to monthly candlesticks. Today, a new candle opened. And in the same way, we had 2 previous doji candles, you can see it, but no global reversal took place. Yes, the price went down in some moment, but in general, you see that it closed in the very, very good profit. Yeah, look, there's a month-end close chart here, and guys, after being in a bear market for a long time, you can see that. Yeah, here it is. 22nd year we have January closed in a nice plus. Yes, practically in the plus 40%. February we had 0, you could say, and March also closed very well, plus 23% statistically. The April candlestick closed in good plus, but that's on average. Yes, exactly the same as the May candlestick. But that's what we had on history. Let's see what we'll have this time. So that's the kind of historical data we've got. Now let's switch to a 3-week chart for Bitcoin. Let's connect the 20th moving average, which basically shows us the approximate levels of major corrections, up to which we had corrections in March 22nd. This is the top as well, as it was in 2018. This is the level of correction. This is the moving average. We have shown that by all historical patterns we could expect price to move up to that moving average. So here we have a little bit of positivity in the fact that we have a candle that closed on this moving average. It is a 3-week candle and started to form a new candle, that is, there was some kind of consolidation. When the bull market started in 2019, the same thing, we had a fixation of the candle and a further rise. Let's look at how much that growth was. We had 137% growth, exactly from this moving average. That is, if we are guided by approximately the same growth, then to be honest, so immediately I do not believe in such similar green candles to which we had in the 19th year. But this level we have shows $58,000. Let's look at how much growth we had here in 2014 to 15. The same thing happened. The fixing of the candle, this 3-week growth here. But the closest growth, one candle was plus 70% and plus 150 plus 160%. That was growth within the next 10 candles. So if the movement now is the same as it was in 2015 to 16 or in 2019, we will see a very good price for Bitcoin before its correction, guys. Before we show the indicator, we have that the accumulation on Bitcoin by the big players has already passed. Now let's switch back to the Bitcoin chart. Let's plug in its weekly display and see what indicator there is that can show the end of global such accumulation at the bottom of Bitcoin by the big players. This indicator is called the pi cycle. Many people underestimate it. They think it only shows us the Bitcoin highs and lows, but that's not the case here. Guys, let's break it down. I would say there is a deeper situation here. Look, that is, when it shows this indicator the point of being at the bottom, it is not the deepest point. This is the beginning of the bottom, so to say. Here is the crossing of some baselines and moving averages. So this is the initial beginning of the bottom. You can distinguish it as such. And when these moving averages are not crossed in the opposite direction, a large player will start to accumulate at these beautiful Bitcoin prices. That is $15,500 and $20,000. These are all very, very good prices at the moment, guys. Look, I'm going to rewind history a little bit. This was the same point that we had, yes, like being at the bottom, but this was the initial point. That is the start of the bottom. After that, we started to accumulate. All that zone was crossed. So we can say that this point of intersection is the end of the bottom. That is the end of Bitcoin accumulation by big players, and then it goes up. And the correction that Bitcoin came to shows this here is the baseline of the indicator. So it's the same thing we had in 2015 to 16 when we were also at the bottom. Guys, you can look at this. This is the whole accumulation zone. That is, this is the part before the back cross of the moving average. That is, this final cross is this initially. That is, this is the whole zone. This is the whale interest zone, by very, very good ones. Well, in general, further prices were not bad either. Yes, if we zoom out and see where the price has come to, but the bottom itself before the start and the end. This indicator, it defines very well. And this baseline here, as it did in 2018 to 19, before it defined upwards for Bitcoin before it went into a correction. Same thing. This baseline also showed where the price could come after this accumulation at the bottom. Actually, that is where it was coming to, but many people do not like these historical facts and regularities. Of course, it is in vain, but let us get closer to our time and we will see. Let's make the crossing larger, even if it was earlier, as I have shown you. Yes, the indicator has defined the point as the beginning of the bottom, and the next crossing was on the previous candle. That is why I have shown it to you now. So, basically, this zone of Bitcoin accumulation by the big player is over, if we analyze these technical indicators. And the next zone, where Bitcoin can grow before it corrects, is just this baseline, based on moving averages. This is the area we have. Let's take a closer look at the area of $40,000. So this is the accumulation zone that we had from January 22nd to April 22nd. I mean, this is the part right here. So what is the summary or conclusion of this video? I don't expect Bitcoin to go down. I will not be opening a short position. I assume there will only be a rise in the near term, but I will wait for a slight price correction on Bitcoin to go long, and we'll look for an entry point and confirmation in our trading chat with more prepared people and traders. And that's it for now. Subscribe to YouTube channel if you want to hear my thoughts about Bitcoin price, and also to Telegram channel. There more actual up-to-date information is coming out. Sign up and stay tuned, as they say. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. Bye, everyone.